What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? So, the Cleveland Cavaliers punched back and beat the Knicks tonight, 107-90. Big win for them, right? They pretty much solidified what they said they wanted to do. They wanted to be physical tonight, and that's what they were. They were a lot more physical than the Knicks. Well, shall I say they were getting a lot more calls, but that's basketball, man. You're gonna have games like that, and listen, they pretty much came out swinging. They wanted to win this game. They knew they could not go down. They could not go down 0-2 heading back to the Garden. But the Knicks didn't help them, right, by shooting 36% from the field, 24% from three, and 17 turnovers, which led to 29 Cav points. That can't happen. You had a guy like LeVert went off tonight. He had 24. We didn't really get much production from our bench, right? IQ, he had 12, but it felt it was a quiet 12, man. IQ's just not looking like himself. RJ had 14. Randle had 22. Brunson had 20. And it was just an ugly game offensively, man, for the Knicks, man. Let's take a look at the highlights. This is a game, believe it or not, as a coach, you love, right? Because now he can go back and tell the guys, okay, let's stop being excited about winning one game. This is playoff basketball. Now they pretty much, hit us back in our mouth. So now let's see what we do about this, right? So now, what do? Do you sit there and get all excited because you played great in one game, or do you pretty much say, okay, let's solidify and let's take over and let's win these next two games at home and really grab this game and grab this series by a stranglehold, right? By winning the next two games at home. Because tonight was a terrible game. They just turned the ball over. They just looked like they were out of sorts. A good part is the Cavs defense, but I think a good part is just us, right? We could not knock down shots. Our percentage speaks for itself. And it was just one of those games. But you got to give it to the Cavs. They wanted it. They fought really hard because they understood that they could not go back to the Garden down 0-2, right? So they pretty much was able to establish themselves. They didn't have a big night from Donovan Mitchell, but they had a big night from everybody else, which was good. Garland was huge tonight, and like I said, LeVert was big coming off the bench. We even saw a Danny Green sighting, a local guy from Long Island. We saw a sighting for him. He hit a couple of threes tonight, so it was a great win for them, man. It was a great win for them, and for me, at this point, the series is 0-0, right? They won. They won a game. We won a game, but we did exactly what we needed to do. We split. So now it pretty much puts us back in the driver's seat as far as having home court advantage. So great win on their part. But this is just a game where the Knicks say, okay, we got to get back to who we are, right? Don't get so excited about one win and just lock in and get these W's because we can't take these guys lightly. And also, too, we're not going to get every call. We're just not. We can't be looking at the refs to try to get fouls called. I saw a couple of Knicks do that. Josh Hart got a tech tonight. He's got to calm down with that. I don't know what's going on with him with that, but he's got to calm down with those techs. And that's it. You're not going to get every call. You're not going to get a foul. That's the playoffs, man. So just understand that and play through it. You did it game one. Let's continue to do so. But like I said how I started off, this is a game perfectly that Tibbs is going to love because he's going to play this tape and show them and say, listen, if you want to win, this is not the way you do it. You can't turn the ball over and just look like you're out of sorts. This is probably one of the worst games I've seen the Knicks play in a while. They just look sloppy, like all since the beginning. The first quarter they did all right, but it was that second quarter, man. That second quarter was it. They lost that second quarter 34-17, and that was the ball game. Because every other quarter it was pretty close. They actually won the fourth quarter, but that second quarter, man, is where they got pretty much blown out the building, and that was it. And they was chasing ever since. But this is a good lesson for a lot of these guys, especially a lot of these guys' first time in the playoffs, for them to say, okay, now it's time to wake up. Now we go back home. Everyone gets to go back to their own bed, their own apartment, their own house, or whatever it is they live in, and kind of get settled and get relaxed. These next couple of days, we're going to be home in the Garden, and we can pretty much, feel the energy from our home crowd and be able to pretty much, like I said, take a stranglehold of this series, and we can win the next two. Where we'll be up 3-1, And all we got to do is just win one more and we're on to the next round. All right? But listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming by, please subscribe and leave comments. All right? I'm LV Live, and that's my show, people, and I'm out. Peace.